Morning and welcome to another vlog. So this is not going to have a ton of knitting or creative content in it just because I'm not sure, well it might. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have. Basically I thought it would be kind of fun to film a sort of week in the life video for you guys of kind of what my life is looking like at the moment as with being a new mum and yeah, just all of that. I've also realized I kind of struggle with wanting to do the nice sort of housewifely things like cleaning the house or meal planning or making food or all those sorts of things that are part and parcel of being a wife and a mum. And so I thought that maybe if I made a vlog and kind of took you guys along with me, that maybe that might help me to be a little bit more, I don't know, inspired or encouraged to do the things that I need to get done and enjoy them, and yeah, that's kind of the general idea. I know that in the last several weeks, having a baby is a full-time job and taking care of a baby is a full-time job, and so I know that I need to cut myself a little bit of slack on not being able to get the full amount of housework done that I think I ought to, just because they take up a lot of time. And baby Tim in particular, he has just wanted to be held and loved and snuggled and taken care of, and yeah, so I have to give myself a lot of grace and all of that, but I'm kind of feeling I'm at the place now where I think hopefully he's kind of getting to a phase where I'll be able to do a bit more, and so I want to kind of try to be better about actually doing the housework and stuff that I need to do, particularly meal planning and making meals. I just don't like cooking that much. And it took me so long to be able to admit that, but I really want to get better about it. I really want to, I don't have to love it, but I want to at least like it. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of take you on a walk with me. It's about, or not a walk, take you through this week with me on kind of what I'm doing every day. It's almost 11 o'clock. We ended up sleeping in, baby and me, just because sleep deprivation, it's real. I didn't think it would be that bad before I had a baby, and then I had a baby and I was like, oh, this is what everybody's talking about. You're constantly sleep deprived. And I know that right now it's a little bit easier because this is the first one, so I don't have another baby to take care of, so I can just catch up on sleep in the morning or during the day and get some naps in, which has been the only way that I can function, honestly. But yeah, so baby's sleeping at the moment. I'm gonna go and make myself a snack, and then I've got to do some laundry, and then one of my goals is to just clean up my whole office area. You can kind of see there's just clutter. That's my sewing table. There's just clutter everywhere, and it's just because I haven't been able to touch it in weeks, months at this point. And so that's one of the things I want to do today is get that done. I need to get some laundry done. I want to do some tidying and cleaning up downstairs, and just do a quick cleanup of everything. And then I want to really, really try, if I can, if baby will cooperate and everything, to get some crafting time in today, just because that has been so lacking since the baby was born, just because, again, taking care of a baby is a full-time job, and I've missed it so badly. I just want to sit and knit and work on some projects, and fingers crossed I can do that. I also need to sit down and do some planning. I really want to try and do some meal planning, some grocery planning, and then a couple of video plans. I want to get some video planning done for both for this channel and for my book channel. But yeah, so it's just going to kind of be a little bit of a cozy week in the life with me, and I hope that you enjoy it and stick along for the ride. If it's not really your thing, I don't blame you. Stay tuned, there will be more knitting podcast videos and such out as soon as I can make them. But yeah, let's go ahead and get that snack. Hello, so a little bit of an update time. It's Wednesday now, as you will have seen on screen, and it's been a pretty good week so far. We've been doing really good. I've gotten kind of a meal plan idea set out, at least for this week, and going forward into future weeks, I've been able to wear baby in the baby carrier and get a decent amount of chores and stuff done. Today has kind of been sort of the laundry day. I've been washing all the sheets and cloth diapers and all of that stuff. I sat down for a minute and worked on some knitting this morning. We had a my final postpartum midwife appointment today, and so we went and did that, but I cast on a test knit that I'm doing for Emily of the Blue Mouse Knits, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be so much fun. It's just a really classic basic cardigan, but it's knit out of a heavier weight yarn, so it's knit out of a worsted weight yarn, and I'm just using the Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber, and this is in the colorway Spice, yeah, which is just kind of it's much more saturated on screen. It's kind of a muted mauvey terracotta. And I think it's just really lovely, and it's going to make such a nice cardigan. But yeah, I'm really excited to be working on it just because I haven't really knit any worsted weight projects, and so I'm really curious to see how fast this is going to knit up. Because yeah, this is only like 6 rows and it's already like over an inch of work. Which the majority of the stuff that I knit so far has been in fingering weight yarns, and then a couple projects in DK weight, and so just doing something in a worsted weight is like, whew, it goes so fast. But I have something really super simple planned for supper. We're just going to do like some eggs and stuff, like kind of a breakfasty thing, so I don't really have to do any sort of meal prep for that, which I kind of have decided going forward that that's what I'm going to do intentionally, just every Wednesday, just have a easy supper day, and that way I can do any sort of baking during the day that I want to, or I'll have the chance to work on a few other projects without having to worry about getting supper stuff done. So that's what I'm going to do really quick here. You can see my pile of mending or reworking stuff. I just have not touched my sewing machine in over 2 months. It's ridiculous. So this project is the Style Arc Montana dress, and I think I just picked the wrong size or else made the bodice too short because it just looks so wonky on me. And I think part of it is because my bust size has increased due to breastfeeding and all of that, and so I'm still figuring out how to work patterns out around that. But yeah, so basically what I'm planning to do is I'm going to rip the bodice off of this, and then there's this skirt that I made when I was pregnant because I was hoping to be able to wear it, but I had terrible acid reflux during pregnancy, and so I could not wear anything the slightest bit tight over any area of my torso. Like, it was terrible. So I made this skirt, never ended up wearing it. So what I'm going to do, because I love this fabric, is I'm going to make a new bodice for this skirt piece. And I think it's going to be really cute. That was one of those things that I did when I first started sewing, was I would just take scraps and pieces of different fabrics and make a bodice out of one and a skirt out of the other, and it was a really economical way for me to be able to learn how to do sewing and still end up with a garment, and I loved those dresses that I had. Yeah, so that's what I'm planning to do with that. Then this is a Sewaholic cami dress that I made. I think it's cami. No, there's the Pauline Alice cami dress. Sewaholic Camby dress? I just realized they're super close to each other. I made this maybe 2 years ago or so, and it didn't particularly fit super well then. It definitely does not fit now with pregnancy and body changes and everything. But I absolutely love this fabric. So my game plan is to take it apart and turn it into something else, either project bags or maybe a case, a cover for my nursing pillow that I use. I think that would just be really nice. And this particular dress does have some sweet memories attached to it from when my husband and I were dating. And so I would like to have some of the fabric somewhere. And then I would take whatever scraps I have and just pile them away and stash them away. I'm kind of working on making like an English paper piecing hexagon quilt something, or hexagon English paper piece something. And so I think that it would be really sweet to put a few scraps of this in with that. So there's that project. And then this is just a mending project. I have a, this is just a thrifted cardigan, and I realized when I pulled it out of the wash the last time that the neck binding is just coming off, and so I'm just going to stitch it down, like hand stitch it down. It shouldn't take very long, but I just haven't gotten to it. Stitch it down and mend that, because this is a lovely cardigan. It's got like this lace paneling here in the front. You can kind of see that. And it's something that I wear quite a bit, especially in the cooler months, because it's just such a rich jewel tone. This is like the kind of purple that I would wear, because it's kind of a burgundy purple. But, so just a tiny little mending project there. And then this is the Pauline Alice cami dress, which is another dress that I made when I was pregnant, and it ended up, it was too snug, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it. It was too snug over the bust area. I think what I'm going to start with, because I love this fabric. It's like a stretch shirting, and it's so lovely. I'm going to start with taking it and taking the back darts out and see if that will make like just a little bit extra fabric. I think it's about, it'll give me about 2 inches of extra fabric, and see if that'll be enough for wrapping around the front to make it comfortable, because right now it's too tight for me to wear. So I need to get to that because I absolutely love how it looks. And then the last one is, again, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with how I'm going to do this, but this is the Jennifer Lauren handmade Asteria dress, and I made it earlier this year when I was really, really early pregnant. And I put it on yesterday, and I realized that it was just really tight right around the armholes here. So I think what I'm going to try and do is take the sleeves off and then cut in a little bit, and then potentially just like put the sleeves back and see if that'll make it stop kind of like cutting in right there by my arm. It just needs a little more area. So I'm still thinking about that. I haven't completely decided if that's what I'm going to do, because I really do love this dress. It's made out of a flannel shirting. It's so cozy and lovely. And I wore it so much when I finished making it. And I was just super happy that the other version that I made, because I made 2 of them, one right after the other, and the other one like still fits postpartum. It fits beautifully. It does not have the arm issue. So I don't know if that was something that I don't remember if I changed something or what. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just gonna play around with it a little bit and see if I can figure out some way so that I can keep wearing it, because I do really, really like it, and I love the color, and it's so warm and cozy for colder months. So, and then I also have this dress that I made for my sister years ago, and when she was visiting from college right around when he was born, she asked if it was possible if I could just turn it into a skirt, just take the bodice off. So at some point I need to do that. And then I just remembered I was actually working on this when it was the day before he was born, early morning. I couldn't sleep, and I just felt off. Something felt weird, which I know now was my body was getting ready to go into labor. And so this was the last nursing cover that I was planning to make. I made 2 other ones, and so I just was up at like 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock or something. I think I got up around between 2 and 3, and then I was up for several hours just working on this one and the other one. And it's out of this beautiful, beautiful cotton canvas fabric that I got from Joann. And I have everything ready to go. All the straps are good to go. I just need to like add them onto here and hem it up, and it'll be super fast, super easy, and it'll be done. So that's like my whole pile of kind of mending and reworking projects that have just kind of piled up because I've been out of sewing commission. So I'm probably going to try and I think maybe I'll finish my nursing cover today, because that'll be super simple, super easy, really quick sort of a project to kind of ease me back into getting back to my sewing machine. So I think I'll work on that for a little bit and then go from there. So, it's been a very good week. It is Saturday now. I completely forgot to film anything yesterday for Friday, and I hardly filmed anything for Thursday. But yeah, it's been a really good week. I've really enjoyed being able to vlog and kind of think about, even though I didn't do the best job, thinking about taking you guys along with me. I've been able to get some good progress done. I was able to fix my husband's jeans, and I'm making some good progress on this work in progress. I'm saying progress a lot. I'm making some good progress on this project. And it's been good. Like today, it's just been kind of a really nice, cozy Saturday so far. My husband's watching the baby, so I'm able to do a little bit of filming, which I so appreciate. Baby's sleeping, which is amazing. He has such a hard time kind of calming down and sleeping with my husband for whatever reason, so he just did it. Well, not for whatever reason. It's because he's around me all day, and so he knows me. But I was able to just film a podcast, if you can kind of see some of the carnage. So I'm hoping to get that edited and uploaded sometime, maybe this weekend, maybe beginning of the week. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me, coming along with me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end things here, and let me know if you like this type of video, if you like this type of kind of casual vlog, or if it's something that you're not really interested in. I would really love to hear that too. But yeah, thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye!